Well, here we are, one of the most divisive films of the year so far. Everyone saw the trailer, thought it looked like shit. Now it's out. Now people are split. Some people are saying, you know what, it's not so bad. Some people are saying, no, it's still shit. Well, guess what? You got the two critics you can count on. The two guys whose opinions really count right here. We saw it. That's right. We saw the Sony/Marvel film Venom. We saw it. What do we think of it? Tune in and find out on a very symbiotic edition of the Review.
Eddie. Pancreas. Like a turd in the wind.
Welcome to the Review, a show where two small-town dudes are giving you our big, gooey opinions. I'm a Troy to the max.
Extreme.
I'm a reporter.
Today we're going over the titular Venom.
Yes.
Venom! That Eminem song, do you hear
Venom,
that?
Venom.
It only got us kicked off YouTube or whatever it was.
Was it worth it, YouTube? For that dumb bullshit Eminem song? We'll get into it.
We'll get into that. But before we get into any of that, JT, why don't we wet our whistle with a bit of what's going on in the week? You okay with that?
Yes.
Great. You put your stamp on approval on it with authority,
Slap my thigh for it.
and I like it. Ha! Let me get a drink. My throat is so itchy. Ha! So this will definitely do me favors. So I got a little few small bits first, JT.
Give it.
Today, this morning, or maybe late last night, the first official picture of Batwoman for the CW came out.
I think I saw
See
that.
this pic?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. Got all that hair sticking out the mask.
It's got the hair. That's what you were worried about, the hair, if they got it right. You're a real hair guy.
Did I even know what... I didn't even know what she looked like in general. How would I know what the hair looked like?
You just seemed that you really were into the hair.
Look.
It's the only thing you brought up.
I don't even remember. I think you're making shit up. I don't remember this at all.
Anyway, so it looks good. Looks pretty true to the source material.
All right.
But the CW shows are pretty good at doing that. They embrace the camp a little bit. And if you just go with it and let it flow through you,
Yeah.
you'll have a good time. Needless to say, I haven't watched any of them in at least 3 years.
Well, my heart is pounding like that dryer is beating against the
Oh my
wall
god.
right now.
I don't know why we always think it's a good idea to do laundry on recording days, but
Come on.
just deal with it for a minute.
Well,
it's
you gotta
honestly-
stop. You gotta stop shitting your pants all the time.
I just get so excited to talk about movies.
I shit through all my pants. I gotta do my laundry.
So at least it's on its spin cycle, what at least it sounds like, so it should be done in just a minute.
Okay.
Anyway, looks good. Might check out the big holiday crossover event. That
It'll be Christmas?
I think they're doing it this winter.
Christmas come early?
Oh, Christmas cum laude.
Sume cum laude.
Me cum laude. So, yeah, check that out. It's on the internet. Check it out sometime. Next little bit of news I got, JT, is, did you see Ozark? Season 2?
Yes, I saw all of it.
And?
Still good.
Great. So good, in fact, that I got picked up for Season 3.
Better.
Just came out a few hours ago. Approved.
It would suck if they didn't have a season 3.
I haven't seen Season 2 yet, so I wouldn't know.
Get into it.
Well, I want to. There's so many things I want to watch. And I'm not even
I'm
fucking
sure.
joking.
Look into my eyes and look how serious I am that I want to watch all this shit.
So, to prepare for our Monday drop, I refreshed myself on our Monday's drop movie,
Yeah.
which is going to be Spider-Man 3.
Yes. Get ready.
While I was also reading something for that I need to catch up by this Saturday.
You would have missed all the tasty morsels in
No,
Spider-Man
don't worry.
3.
I got the morsels, and I definitely have them written down.
I absorbed enough morsels.
I have so many morsels, it's a meal, babe. So check out Ozark Season 3 if you're into that. I really dug Season 1. Want to dive into anything else?
Season 2,
Ozark.
I would say just as good.
That's great. High marks.
High marks.
Good job, Netflix. You're killing it. Big news in the movie industry, JT.
Yeah.
James Gunn out of Disney.
Goodbye. The mouse is...
That's
Pack
right.
your bags, huh? We're talking about fucking kids, huh?
Don't let you on your ass on the way out.
I am God.
Gosh, Goofy. I'm Goofy. Fuck, I fucked it up. Anyway, James Gunn is going from the mouse to the brothers Warner to...
And the Warner sister.
And the Warner sister dot. To officially helm the script for Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
And possibly direct that feature as well.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this segment of news, JT?
I am curious about it.
Me too. And slightly leaning towards, yes, good?
Yeah. I want
already-
to see what they do with it, especially if they put it in a competent director who has experience with comic book type films. David Ayer is not so well known for the fantastical.
Yeah, right. And Gunn has already worked with an ensemble cast.
Yes.
With a bunch of goofy personalities.
Yes. Some might say maybe a ragtag group of miscreants.
Oh. You said it. Just put your... You said that.
I did say that.
We'll just put on the internet, and
All
that'll
right.
be law.
Okay, it's law.
Put it in the
Under
byline.
law.
Put it on the byline of Suicide Squad 2. I'm for this. And gauging by maybe what I'll bring up a little bit later, if that goes over well, I may be looking towards more fun things to come from DC.
Maybe. Also, I got an addendum to this news as well.
Okay.
That, of course, when James Gunn was fired, one of the people from Guardians of the Galaxy that was pretty outspoken about it was Dave Bautista.
Oh, yeah,
and
David Bautista.
He said that he would be willing to explore maybe being in Suicide Squad 2 if James Gunn were to helm it.
What is he doing?
Which...
What's Batista up to?
I know. He just fucking loves James Gunn.
No kidding.
But that has made a lot of people speculate who he would be, and there's a lot of talk about how Dave Bautista would play a pretty sweet Bane.
Oh, okay. I'm into it.
Yeah?
You know what I would like to see, though? Bane is Latin American. I would like to see him represented as a Latin American person.
Well, Dave Bautista has like a darker complexion.
I suppose. I mean, it's better than Tom Hardy being... well, depending on what you liked.
I was born in the darkness.
You merely adopted it!
The people.
I would like to see that, but Dave Bautista's a good choice.
Yeah.
We've already seen his acting chops.
Yeah?
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He had some, going back and rewatching Infinity War, he definitely had some moments that made me laugh.
Yes.
I actually thought he was one of the more entertaining... He had like one of the more ongoing entertaining gigs throughout.
I would say that's true. And he had some very heartfelt moments in Guardians 2.
Yes.
So that was good. We've seen a range.
Yes.
So that's good. And he's been in other things, too. He was in the newest James Bond. Didn't say much, but it showed he's good at action.
He's a good dude.
He's a good bro.
Good dude. Good bro.
Good bruh. Moving on, JT, to more comic book centered TV stuff. Skybound. If you don't know that, it's an imprint of Image Comics.
Yeah.
Robert Kirkman's little thing he's got going on over there. He has now partnered with Sony Pictures TV
Okay.
to produce and distribute any Skybound properties from here forward.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. I thought it'd be interesting because now we're talking a lot of Sony stuff tonight.
Yeah.
See how the television market of Sony does. I really don't know what else they do currently.
I'm not too sure either.
I didn't look it up, but we already know Skybound's track record of stuff. Walking Dead, smash hit, still going on.
Yeah.
They're spun off to Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
There is a Invincible animated series going to Amazon.
Oh, it's an animated.
Yep.
Okay.
They have
Amazon's picking up a lot of like comic-centric type shows with that and The Boys.
Yeah. Then Skybound also has Outcast that's on. I think that got canceled though.
Yeah, that was on Stars, I think.
I think it's just because it got canceled because it's on Stars. Who watches Stars?
I don't know. American Gods is on Stars, and I've been hearing that's doing pretty well.
Is it? Well
I kind of want to start watching American Gods. I've heard good things about it.
I don't know shit.
All right.
But anything they got going on is been getting pretty high acclaim. I saw the first episode of Outcast. I liked it quite a bit.
Okay.
Shows what I know. Got canceled. But regardless, let's see where that goes going forward.
Yes.
My last bit of news, I was going to put this at the end of the show of what else we've been watching, but I checked out the WWE Super Showdown from Australia. Did you check out that show?
I think I watched all of it but the last match. I still have that to watch.
The Legends match?
Yeah.
It was okay.
Really? I heard it wasn't good.
Let me elaborate.
It's
The Undertaker versus Triple H.
Yeah.
With their respective partners, Shawn Michaels and Kane, in their corners. It starts great. They don't do anything, and the crowd is already chanting, "This is awesome."
Yeah.
And then it goes probably way too long. And
Yeah,
when I
I
say
could imagine,
probably, it does.
Yeah, because I was checking the time, and there was still an hour left in the show, and like the match before that one ends. I'm like, what do you do for a fucking hour?
Yeah. It's the longest match on the card.
Jesus Christ.
They needed to go half the time. And even then, a good chunk of it is Undertaker's entrance.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'll watch forever.
Oh, yeah.
But, my God.
Yeah, because that was a pretty long-ass rampway.
But there was a lull in the match quite a bit. And it's just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
But there are a few points in it, though, that I was like, this is really good.
Yeah.
They can tell a story really good.
Oh,
They're vets.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
They know what they're doing.
They know it.
Yeah.
Been around the block a time or two.
Yeah, but I also really liked the opening tag with New Day and The Bar.
That was good, yeah.
That was good. AJ and Samoa Joe was good.
That was good, yes.
And I actually really liked the Cruiserweight title match. I thought that was really good, too.
Yeah. Buddy Murphy has gone from being someone I don't care about at all to being like, holy shit, he's actually good now.
Yeah, really good. Like, I just remember seeing him come out with Alexa Bliss on NXT.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, he's just this guy with Alexa Bliss. And then she got big, and then nobody heard of them anymore.
Yeah.
And now he's coming out fucking entertaining the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in his home country, too, so he
yeah.
had, like, this whole huge thing. It was great.
Yeah.
Cena came back looking like...
Oh, Dad?
Yeah, slim and buff at the same time.
Yeah.
Looked like
He's getting
JBL's illegitimate son.
He's getting that Hollywood weight now.
Yeah. No, he's training with Jackie Chan. That's what
God.
does it. I don't know. That's what Michael Cole was saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, overall, I thought the show was okay. It wasn't any better than any other show they put on.
Yeah.
But Australia was hyped that they finally got
and
to
it's
see it live.
a huge fucking place, too.
Yeah.
That's 70,000 people in there.
Yeah. In some Melbourne stadium. But yeah. Pretty
the
sweet.
MCG.
I don't know what that is.
The Melbourne Cricket Grounds.
Oh, my God. They play cricket there?
I would assume so. It'd be ironic if they didn't.
That would be pretty fun.
No cricket!
But that's all my news, JT.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Did you hear that, I guess Shawn Michaels is coming back to wrestling? Mm-hmm. For one more match because Saudi Arabia is using their blood money to bring him back.
Yeah. That's right. I also thought it was funny that the Triple H Undertaker match was dubbed as the last one ever, and then they're doing it again in Saudi Arabia.
Of course. I'm looking for that Saudi Arabia show, though, because they're doing a tournament. And I love tournaments.
Yeah, I do too. Speaking of, have you been watching the Mae Young Classic?
Yes.
Pretty fun.
It's good.
I like it.
Good.
I like it a lot. I think I'm one episode behind, but
Yeah.
I'm into it. I like it. That's it. That's our wrestling news for the next 6
There you
months,
go.
I guess.
So now you can tune back in.
Yeah.
You can stop tuning out.
Oh man.
Let's
What do you
see
got over there,
here.
JT?
Let's see here. Oh boy.
Did I catch you off guard?
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Troy, the Glass
Yes?
film coming out, the Shyamalaniverse.
Yes.
A trailer is on its way out,
All
but
right.
before that, they're wetting your palate by giving Bruce Willis's character a alter ego
Okay.
name
Okay.
from of course from Unbreakable. Of course, we have Mr. Glass,
Right.
played by Sam Jackson. We have the Beast is the alter ego of God damn it, what's his name?
McAvoy?
McAvoy. And now Bruce Willis's alter ego's name is the Overseer.
Oh. I think they should have gone with another pass. Just another draft of a few more names.
Just go over a little bit.
They could have even called him the Poncho, and I would have been like, okay.
Old Paunch.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Whatever. Not a big fan of Overseer.
The Overseer.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue. It becomes more distasteful the more I think about it. I don't like it.
I know. It's like a crime already happened while he was saying his name. I am the Overseer. Oh, fuck.
Ah, shit.
They killed him.
Should have seen that coming.
And they just shot him. I should have made a really shorter name.
Why didn't they just call him Unbreakable?
I don't know.
What the fuck, Shyamalan? This is one more step down to the pits.
Uh-oh. 2 more strikes and you're out.
That's right. Fool me once, strike one. Fool me twice,
Strike on me.
3. Michael Scott.
Troy, the Barbie movie,
Yeah.
that's still happening.
Okay.
They have
figured.
casted a director for it.
All right.
That might be a good news. Patty Jenkins
Oh, of Wonder Woman fame, huh?
brought on to direct the Barbie film, and they have a Barbie, Margot Robbie.
Oh, so like legit.
Now it's
a
gonna be.
Barbie?
It looks like it's gonna be like a legit
Wasn't
Barbie. It was supposed to be like Amy Schumer or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they're going probably a different route with this.
Yeah, probably. But
Okay.
I don't know. They might still go the comedy route with it, though. I don't know.
Okay. I'm into it. Hopefully it's I don't know, not just a direct adaptation. Hopefully they do fun stuff. It's like, you know how Barbie has like a million jobs or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I just got my shift off at the vet clinic. Now I'm going to go into space and be an
Yeah.
astronaut or whatever. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like it's super like tongue-in-cheek type stuff.
That would be sweet.
Or not. Or they just play that Aqua song on a loop for
Hey, you Barbie.
90 minutes.
I can.
Oh, boy.
Some news came out for the live-action Star Wars TV show that's going to be on the Disney streaming service when that comes out.
Yes.
They have given it a name. The Mandalorian.
Mandalorians. You see that pic?
I did see the pic.
It's a good pic.
Yeah. So I'm curious.
Me too. Me too.
I am curious if they're gonna go like the bounty hunter route. It's gonna be like actually Boba Fett, or if it's gonna be another Fett, or if it's just gonna be like maybe the origins of what the Mandalorians were.
Sure.
Who knows?
Why not? Lay it on me.
Who knows?
What's going on over
See
here?
Danger over here,
See
just
Danger.
strutting her stuff.
Give her a baby monitor.
Hi-yo.
Yeah, I've seen it. Macy was using it as a telephone last time I saw it.
Oh.
Calling her boyfriend.
Can't find it.
Somewhere downstairs.
Oh boy.
Real life happening right here, folks.
Uh-oh. They are about to
Whoa,
fight.
wow.
And she's whipping out the...
Fight? No, I just didn't Listen. What are you reading about? Dumb stuff?
No, it's my last bit of news.
Oh, my.
Chris Evans.
Oh, my.
I think you heard about this.
I heard about this.
He said that he is officially done playing Captain America.
Should play a Neil's Bits for Captain America.
Well, we got a Neil's Bits for somebody, though.
Oh, my. Oh. I have
Do you know?
somebody that I've forgotten about.
The democracy?
I'll let you know.
All
Oh,
right.
Jesus. Well, they're
Getting political over
Chelsea
here.
getting political.
Yeah, I heard about him. What was it, like an Instagram post saying like,
Yeah, he's like,
I'm done.
get the fuck out of here.
I just want to do something else.
So, there you go.
Well, gauging by what happens in Avengers 4.
I'm sure there's going to be a huge cast change after the events of...
Right, because like everyone's contracts expire, I think.
Yeah.
I would still like to see, though, if like not everyone dies, how they handle that.
Yeah.
Like if they're just like, well, I'm just gonna go off into space and have fun with Groot or whatever. Like if like later down the line, like if they do like an Avengers 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
That like some of these people just come back, and that like is the end of what their whole Marvel huge run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there was, I guess Mark Ruffalo was on a talk show. I think it was Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
And he accidentally spilled what the title was, but they bleeped it out.
Yeah.
But people are saying that they pieced it together that the last Avengers, that the next Avengers movie will be called The Last Avenger.
Yeah.
Which would be a kind of a cool bookend since Captain America was the first Avenger.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. So are they just going to call it The Last Avenger, or is it going to be Avengers Infinity War The Last Avenger?
Well, it might not Infinity War, but maybe Avengers The Last Avenger? I don't know.
That's a lot of avenging.
Avenge me.
Get out of here, fly. Yeah, sounds good.
Damn son of a bitch.
See, I don't know why everyone's so uptight about titles, especially if it's like kind of ambiguous.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah, we know it's somewhat around the last movies for all of these people.
Yeah.
Everyone talked to the death, including us. And so, saying that it's the last Avenger, what does that spoil for anything?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know.
So who cares?
That'd be cool. That'd be funny if they don't reveal what the title is until, like, the end of the movie.
Yeah.
They just all the trailers for it are just the A at the end.
Yeah.
You don't even know what to say to like get a ticket for it. Like, I'll take a ticket for the Marvel the
Marvel
Avengers thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want that. You got to say the title, sir. I don't know what you mean. Fuck you, dude.
Give me my ticket, you little prick. Drag him over the counter.
Just beating the piss out of him. Like, just tell me the title. Tell me the title.
Oh my
Sir,
God.
you got to say what the title is. I don't know what to give you.
Speak of ordering tickets while we're on the subject, when I went to go see Venom, I was like...
Venom.
I
was gonna say that for every time we say Venom.
went to go see it out, and I asked the kid over the counter, I'm like, so have you seen it yet? And I wish I didn't ask him that, because like, oh no, see, I got school, and I'm going to school,
no.
and I'm like, fuck, and like, I'm waiting for somebody else to get my popcorn, and I'm
That's what you get when you play with fire, Troy.
it was taking so long to get my GD popcorn.
That's what you get when you show interest in someone's life. They're gonna write the book right there.
What am I thinking? What am I doing?
Just look like a prick the whole time.
It's not. I can't do it. I have just a stupid grin on my face at all times, unless I'm at home and then people think I'm angry. Even now, I'm ranting and I have a big grin on my face.
You're smiling from ear to ear, sounding like the sourest piece of shit.
Well, yeah, that's how it is. That was a big bummer going into
Well, Troy.
Venom.
Well, Troy, with that bummer, I have another bummer
Ah, shit.
to drop on you. I gotta whip out another episode of Neil's Bits.
All right.
Here we go, Neil's Bits.
All right.
People dying, it's the pits. Please stay tuned to Neil's Bits.
Oh, God.
Oh, my.
Still trying to get rid of this shit in my throat from this cold I had last week.
Oh, man.
Just the worst. This weather's fucking with me.
It's the weather.
Fuck this weather.
The weather's making everything...
Pick a lane! Fucking weather?
No kidding.
I'm gonna be 80 today, and then I'm gonna be 60 tomorrow. Fuck you!
But I'm also just gonna rain every day.
Yeah, and then I'm
make
gonna
everything
rain,
real gray
and
and
then,
depressing.
make it so you can't mow your lawn. So your neighbor's lawn looks way better than yours all fucking week.
My lawn is awful. I haven't mowed in close to a month. I'm not even joking, because I've either been out of town or it's been raining every GD weekend.
That's why I love that my parents are retired, because my dad will just be like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it.
Damn it.
I know, I love it. Like, he just does it. I don't even ask him.
That
He's
stinks.
always looking for shit to do.
That stinks for me.
Well, off that high note, Troy, we have a bit. Troy, Scott Wilson passed away this past week at age 76. If you don't know who he was, Troy, he was Herschel on The Walking Dead.
Oh, shit, I did see that. I was going to try to remember
Yeah.
that, and I obviously forgot.
Yep.
Damn. That's too bad.
So, yeah. He got out before it started to really suck, I think.
Yeah, I think he was only in for like 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
He was in the farm scene. And
Yeah,
then,
he was,
And then he was in the prison for a while.
yeah, I think he was in for quite a while. I think he was in for a good 2.5 seasons, because I think he died when the governor stormed the prison.
Okay. And they're in the prison for what, 2 seasons or one
Yeah,
big long
they're in
season?
for 2 seasons.
Okay.
For a season and a half.
Right. Yeah, Herschel was good. I liked him. And I liked his, not that he was in the book, but I liked that, I liked his character. I think it was really,
Yeah.
really a good counteraction.
Yeah. He was
To,
kind of like
Rick.
he was like the guy that was like, would tell Rick when he's fucking up.
That's right. And he was just a good old actor. He was charming, old,
Yeah.
lovable.
He was good.
Had a bit of a edge to him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Had 1 foot.
Yeah. It made it even cooler. Old Stumpy Herschel.
Stumpy Herschel, that's right. So, Scott Wilson, you will be remembered for being on The Walking Dead when it was still watchable.
That's right. I mean, what more can you want?
Exactly.
You went out on top.
All these other actors are on there. No one even fucking cares. They don't. I have finally officially gave up last season.
Oh, man, I jumped off that track like a long time ago.
You're a smarter man than me, sir.
I don't even know. I think the last season I watched was the one before Negan showed up. And I watched the one opening Negan episode, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, we did an episode on it, and then we remember we watched it at Awesome Strax, and then she said that she had nightmares for like a week.
She's such a girl. I mean, she is a girl, obviously.
Yes,
But
she is a girl.
also just a wuss. Total puss bag.
Old feminist Troy over here.
Listen, I call him how I see him, all right? She can't even handle ketchup. It's too spicy.
Oh my god. Just regular ketchup is too spicy?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Whether it's fancy ketchup or not.
Jesus.
I know. Well, it's done then.
It's done.
I got 3 trailers. Oh, excuse me, JT.
Well, I've got some, but for some reason the goddamn site won't load.
Oh, boy.
So, just dive into it, and then I'll tell you what I,
All right. Let me start with this, though. Did we talk about the Vice trailer last week?
No, we didn't. Oh yeah, I should have brought it up because I remember seeing it and I just forgot about it.
Yeah, I think it came out like the day we recorded, but we didn't watch it or whatever. Looks good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Christian Bale doing his weird body dysmorphia shit again.
Right? Did he?
But it's like makeup.
Oh, thank God!
I think it's makeup.
I hope it's makeup. If he gained weight for this, Jesus, he will die. His heart can't take much more.
Well, he'd live up to the character,
I guess. But he looks unrecognizable.
Yeah, I had to wait till like when they put his name in the credits to know that it was him.
Right. Even in the thumbnail of the trailer on YouTube, like it's just a picture of his face as Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
And you're like, is that Christian Bale? No. It can be. And it totally is.
Yeah. And he's got the voice down.
Yeah. And
I like the weird hand rubbing.
And his big meaty sausage fingers.
Yeah.
How we just gain the weight just to get the sausagey fingers.
That's what I do.
Steve Carell's also in this as Donald Rumsfeld.
Sam Rockwell is George Bush.
Yeah. There's one more like big person in this.
Yeah, there's like a really big name that plays his wife, and I can't remember who she is.
It's not Kristen Wiig, is it?
No.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Fuck.
Looking it up because we should know it. Amy Adams.
Oh shit.
That took you by surprise.
I don't know. I was like thinking like Laura Linney or something.
Nah. It's also got Allison Fill as Mary Cheney, the daughter. It's got Jesse Plemons, who played Todd.
Oh yeah.
From Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Who else?
Makeshift Matt Damon.
Tyler Perry is Colin Powell.
But no, I'm curious to see it because Adam McKay's directing it.
Yeah. And we even brought up Adam McKay last week talking about the Watson and Holmes trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot he was doing this. I knew it, but I totally forgot that he was.
Yeah, but he's gotten really into like a whole bunch of like weird like corporate stories and shit. Like he did The Big Short, and me and Molly watched this show on HBO, Succession, which was really good. Which is all about just you're following this family where like the dad is kind of like on the outskirts of retirement, and he's just like grasping on to power, while his children are kind of vying for who's going to take over for him when he finally retires. And it's just a lot of like weird corporate backstabbing shit where it's like, this is the guy that did Step Brothers?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh man. But yeah, it looks good. Like normally if it wasn't Adam McKay and it didn't have like a few of the, like if Christian Bale was still Dick Cheney but it didn't have the rest of the supporting cast, I don't think I'd like have the urge to see it.
Yeah, this is a strong fucking cast.
Yeah, but because it's got like Steve Carell and Sam Rockwell in it, I'm like, I'm pushing to really see this now.
Yeah.
Plus, I was kind of ignorant around that time of what was really kind of going on, and so I'd like to see it told, even if it's from like a different standpoint or whatever. At least I'd have some factual information.
Yeah. Carell,
I don't want to read it.
Yeah. And Carell is thirsty for that Oscar. My God.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's in like 3 things at the end of the year, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got that, and he's got that fucking that movie about that guy that makes models that was like beaten by Nazis, and
yeah.
He's like, Jesus Christ, Carell.
Yeah. He'll probably squeeze another thing out right before the end of the year. My goodness.
Yeah. He is just going ham for that fucking Oscar. He wants it so bad.
Well, maybe he'll get it. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a Best Supporting or something.
There you go.
For this.
At least get the nod.
Yeah, get the nod. At least get the nom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think he got a nomination for that, what was that one about the fucking, weird-ass wrestling coach?
Oh, I have no idea.
Foxcatcher.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think he got a nomination for that.
Okay.
That one was weird.
So he had I never saw it. It didn't look any good.
If you want to watch the documentary on it, it's way more interesting than the movie.
Okay.
The documentary is fucked. Like, I think they talk about more fucked up shit in the documentary than they do in the movie.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Which is weird.
Well, I mean, that's good, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the documentary's even more fucked up.
The next trailer I got is The Mule. The newest Clint Eastwood number. He's directing and starring in this, just like he did in Gran Torino.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you see anything about this?
No, I didn't even hear about this
Big
yet.
A sent it to like just our private chat that we got going.
Oh, I guess I guess I should have saw it then.
Clint Eastwood is looking old.
Yeah?
Old.
Yeah?
There's a shot like right in the beginning of the trailer where he's like lifting up a trunk of a car and you see his old man skin arms. It's like, ugh, God.
Well, he looked old 10 years ago.
Well, think about him now. 10 years removed, and he ages faster than a normal human. He looks like a skeleton with like an overweight man's skin on.
Oh, no.
It looks real bad. But the movie looks okay.
Okay.
I'm on the fence. The only reason I'm kind of into it is that it's a Clint Eastwood movie, and usually I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So the story is kind of this. He is always been kind of like a deadbeat dad, and he's in the hurt for some money, so he's doing some dirty jobs being a drug mule for these like cartel people or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks like he is on one last run, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Because he wants to get out of the business of being a mule.
Yeah.
And he gets pulled over.
Yeah.
And so then hilarity ensues from there. I don't know really what to make of it. This one I'll probably catch at home sometime, but I don't know. Check it out. See what you think for yourself. Hit us up on Twitter.
Do it.
At
Do it to it.
Pod. Let us know what you think.
Do it to it.
And of any other trailer that came out, we love to chat about it. We usually catch them all.
Oh, yeah.
Usually.
Drop it on us.
Drop it like it's hot.
Hot.
Like a hot steamer right on us. The last one I want to talk about is that Aquaman 5-minute preview. Did you watch this?
Yeah, I did. I'll talk about my quick one real quick. And then
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
They put out a trailer today for the remake of Stephen King's Pet Sematary.
Oh, okay. I didn't see this.
It looks pretty creepy. There wasn't like a lot to like give you the synopsis of the story. From what I remember, I think it's about about like this like renowned cemetery for pets where people will bury their pet and then it comes back to life, and then somebody's kid or I think like someone's kid dies and they bury it there and then it comes back to life, but then they find out that it's like kind of like weird and demonic or some shit.
Okay.
So there you go.
Oh, well,
that's what I think the premise is.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, there was like some creepy imagery in there, and they got what's his name? Joel Edgerton, I think's in there. Or no, not Joel Edgerton. Jason Clarke.
Okay.
Is in there. So yeah, I mean it looks pretty creepy. I want to see some more stuff about it.
On your excitement level, from 1 to 10, where are you at? 10 being the most excited.
From what I've seen, I think I'll probably rent it at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
you're like at a 6.5, maybe.
Yeah.
Just tickling a 7 there.
Yeah, maybe about a 6.5.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna throw in some more numerical gauges here or there,
Oh my
just
God.
to see where you're at with a few things.
You're like a mathematician.
Don't go that far.
Ooh, what number does this interest possess?
Is that it? The other one?
That's it.
All right. Do you want to talk about that Aquaman one?
Let's talk about that long ass Aquaman 5-minute long smorgasbord.
First of all, are you yay or nay? From the last trailer we saw to this one, improvement or?
Well, the last one we saw, I thought there was some decent images, but I thought it looked a little hokey at certain points.
Yeah.
Like I've never been a big fan of like the comic accurate costumes because I always thought they looked weird in real life.
Uh-huh.
And fucking Black Manta looks like he's comes straight out of a fucking book.
Oh, I love it though. But that's just me.
That's just you.
me.
It's you. But so yeah, like it was hit and miss for me with the last one. But with this, I'm definitely more excited.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay.
Because I don't know, it gave me like a kind of like a supernatural Indiana Jones vibe when I was watching it.
Yeah. Really adventure-y type of thing going on.
And that chase they have in there is shot really well.
Yeah.
Like doing like it kind of reminded me of there's like a scene that's kind of like it, even though it's cooler in it. Like the Adventures of Tintin.
God, I still need to fucking see
which is so fucking good. But there's like a chase scene that kind of reminded me of that from Adventures of Tintin, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's badass. Just kind of like it all feels like one continuous shot, and it's like zooming in and going back, and it made it feel a lot more exciting than probably what it really was. And I love that. And then plus like the idea of them like going through the desert and like finding these artifacts about Atlantis and shit. Like it kind of gave me like a sweet Indiana Jones vibe.
Yeah. It doesn't look like any other DC movie that's come out yet.
Yeah, it's so bright.
Yeah, I fucking am way into it. I love it. I love that it's got something I want to look at.
Yeah, even like in the depths of the ocean, it's bright. It's
Yeah.
bright. It's brighter on the bottom of the ocean than it is in Gotham.
I know. And one downfall that I'm saying right now is that it looks very CG heavy. But I'm willing to accept it if the movie is fun.
Yeah.
And takes me for a ride.
Yeah.
And doesn't leave out parts of Act 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll say more on that later. But if I'm willing to discount a maybe not as polished CGI if I'm having a good fun time, a good romp.
Yeah, like that's what I always say about like these superhero films. Like as much as I hate on superhero films, I don't want to hate them. I think the best way to keep them fresh is to borrow from other movie genres. Like don't settle like this is a superhero film. Like no, you can make it whatever film you want. It's just a film that has superheroes in it.
Yeah.
That's what makes them all interesting and unique.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get in with like the rest of the fucking barrel of superhero films that are made.
Right.
Might talk about that later.
I do also, another fear of mine is that from this 5-minute preview, even though James Wan said some trailers are like, they contain minor spoilers, but there's still more to come in the movie. Okay, great. He came out and already got on top of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's a lot going on in this movie. And I'm hoping it's not so much that it's just like, maybe it's like a thing we're going to bring up on Monday.
Yeah, like they're they're rushing.
Yeah, not even rushing, just like, why do you have to cram so much in a story?
Yeah.
To make, so you can't even really have one plot line breathe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the case. That's just what I'm getting at here.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if I liked the reveal of Aquaman's like golden armor. His like classic look at the very end of
that's what everyone's geeking out about though.
It does look good, except I'm just not. It looks like it's got like sewn in abs on it. I'm like, what are you doing? Do we need that now? We already know he's buff under it.
Yeah.
Just make him look good in the shirt.
Just like he vacuum sealed the shirt over his abs.
No kidding. But otherwise, like I'm on board with Aquaman, and I want to have a good time with it. So hopefully it doesn't stink. So that's pretty much all I got to say about it, really.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm on board.
I want to see what it has to offer. With this plus Shazam, I'm actually, for once, kind of looking forward to seeing what DC puts out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. It is. And it's great that it's not another Batman movie.
Yeah.
It's somebody else.
Yeah.
Even
Like-
though I love Batman.
Yeah, and it's got like a pretty cool 1, 2, 3 punch coming up with
Yeah.
Aquaman, Shazam, and then Wonder Woman coming out.
Yeah. Right on, man.
So we'll see. We'll see.
We will see.
We could very well be crying into our beers by the end of 2019, being like, what the fuck were we thinking?
Well, we thought we were going to go out like a lion. And instead we whimpered.
Yeah, we gave them so much credit, and now here we are, a year later,
Oh, boy.
trying to off ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Troy. Well, with that being said, better get into that tournament of random movies.
Let's get into that tourney, babe.
Get in that tourney, babe. All right. Of course, last week we had Crazy Rich Asians
That's right.
versus fuck, I don't remember who won or who was against. Well, Crazy Rich Asians won. What the fuck was it?
Was it Hollow Man?
It was Hollow Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Hollow Man. Hollow Man was The Princess Bride.
Oh, well then.
God damn it, I can't remember what it was against.
It's so forgettable we can't even remember it.
Pretty much. But, here, I'll look it up when we... So there you go, Troy. You still have your chance to see Crazy Rich Asians.
Good. I'm into it.
LA Confidential.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez,
no one really gave a shit about that. No one gave a shit about that. So there you go, Troy. You got your chance. Your chance to possibly see Crazy Rich Asians in the future.
All right. Sweet.
So there you have it, Troy. But with that, we got 2 more films on the docket. We have one that is an ode to a comedic ode to a classic film style,
Uh-huh.
and another one is a comedy about street ball.
Okay.
So a more sports-centric one,
Okay.
maybe in the future. So
Okay.
we'll talk about that. The first one that I brought up from 1976 has no tagline,
What?
but I will say that it's directed by Mel Brooks.
76. What? History of the World Part 1?
No, it is his film Silent Movie
I've never seen that.
from 1976.
Okay. It's very apt. It has no tagline.
Yes. So silent, it doesn't even speak about the tagline.
Nobody talks about Silent Movie. They
Yeah.
only write about it.
The second film from 1992, Get Ready for Hustle.
It's about street ball?
Yeah. And it stars like a decently well-known duo that kind of does some films.
No, that doesn't help. In 92,
I'll give you
I'm drawing
another
a
hint.
blank.
One of them shows up at the end of the film that we're talking about tonight.
Is it White Man Can't Jump?
White Men Can't Jump,
Oh,
Troy.
boy. Oh, boy. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, Rosie Perez.
Okay. All right.
I think I remember seeing this quite a bit when I was a kid, and it's pretty fucking funny.
Is it? I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
I've never seen both of these, actually. I
Really?
know more of White Men Can't Jump,
Yeah.
but I've never seen it.
Yeah. I was, when I landed on this, I was like, I don't know if Troy's going to be into like seeing a sports film, but like thinking back on it, I remember this movie's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Hoosiers.
No.
It's White Men Can't
Yeah.
Jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a sports movie.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay. I'm
Silent
into this
Movie versus White Men Can't Jump.
one. Okay.
2 comedies
All right.
in the plethora, along with Crazy Rich Asians, The Princess Bride, Jerry Maguire, Street Fighter, and The Meg.
Okay. I'm leaning towards one,
Okay.
but I'm not going to.
You're not gonna say, oh, okay.
Not this time.
I might have to ask you what you voted for and ask you why next time.
Okay.
So there you go. Silent movie. White Men Can't Jump
Mm-hmm.
for next week. Should be interesting.
And which one won this week again?
Crazy Rich Asians.
That's right. I voted for
So
it.
both the films from 2018 are still in play.
Oh, 2018, hot year.
Hot year. Hot year.
See if it ends like a lion. See
Yeah.
if Steve Carell really pulls it out there at the end.
He's gonna win that best actor as Donald Rumsfeld.
Yeah, in every movie he's in, he's going to win Best Actor.
It's a 3-way tie between all of Steve Carell's roles.
Even the movie we can't think of.
Yeah,
He's just gonna
even
come up
that
with
one.
another one.
That's how they announce it. And the one we can't think of with Steve Carell.
It goes to him.
Yeah,
Who knows?
He probably did a good job in it. We just
Yeah.
can't remember the name of it.
Remember The Office? He wins the Oscar for that. There you go. Well, that'll bring us right into our hot topic of the evening, JT.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
Oh, good. Venom.
Venom.
Dropping October 5th, 2018, with a budget of $100 million.
$100 million.
Domestically made $98.1 million as
Yeah.
of the 9th
Okay.
of October. Worldwide, $225.1 million.
So they're going to make another one of these.
They're going to make another one. So when they say the estimated box office, does that mean that domestically or worldwide? You would think it would mean worldwide, right?
Probably.
Because we joked last week that it was not going to make 175.
Yeah, I was
And it
thinking
made
domestic, but...
and it made 50 million more than that. But that was worldwide, too.
Jesus.
If it was going just domestic, that was a stretch.
Yeah.
It didn't get there. It
Yeah.
made less than its budget.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's still opening weekend. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 29%.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have looked at the audience score on that, too, because I heard it, they're, like,
Yeah, their audience score was like 88 or something.
vastly different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then IMDb has that at a 7.1 out of 10.
Okay.
And okay, hold on. Cinema Avenger
Yeah.
has that at a 4 out of 5 middle fingers. This is one of my new favorite reviews things.
It tells you how much it sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I took a screenshot of it because I was like, hell freaking yeah. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. So his review system, the more middle fingers you get out of 5, the worse the movie.
Yeah.
So he got 4 out of 5, which is worserer. 1 middle finger is could be worse. 2 middle fingers is worse. 3 is worser. 4 is worserer. And 5 is please kill me. This
guy's badass.
This movie got a 4 out of 5 middle fingers. This movie is the number 1 movie in opening weekends in October.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a huge bar to cross.
Yeah, I think the one that it beat was Gravity.
Okay. Gravity was pretty big.
So,
It got a lot of hype.
yeah, but it ended up not being that good.
Still never saw it. I heard, because I was going to see it
Yeah,
late in its run.
Good.
And then everyone was like, yeah, you don't have to. So I never
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And I still haven't seen it to this day.
She talks to a dog.
All right.
She radios to somebody and they put their dog on for her to talk to, and she talks to the dog.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's a fucking weird movie.
I actually had somebody write hit me in the DMs to say what they thought of the movie. So I'm going to read that right off the top right here.
Wait a minute. Is this deserving of a male scream?
You might as well put that scream in there, Beb.
Male scream!
This is from @Kevin R. Hilton, goes by Buck82 on Twitter. He said he took a 17-year-old to see it Saturday night. honestly, we really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, it's no Marvel movie, but it was all the critics.
It's in association with Marvel.
But it's not one.
It's only association.
It's only just touch the tip.
Touching tips.
Maybe it was all the critics shitting all over it, but we left the theater entertained. The back and forth between Eddie and Venom was probably his favorite part. And there you have it. That's his short little review of Venom.
Venom.
So, JT, what happened in Venom?
Well, we follow a reporter by the name of Eddie Brock,
Yeah.
who runs his own show called the Eddie Brock Report,
Yes.
where he exposes corruptible things in the San Francisco area because he was fired from his job at the Bugle in New York. Easter egg. And decides to jump in and investigate a corrupt company. What the fuck's it called?
The Life Company.
Yeah, the Life Foundation or whatever,
Yeah.
who was ran by a man played by Riz Ahmed,
Yep.
which in the process of investigating that comes across some strange gooey-like substances that could be life forms
Yep.
and could very well attach to even him,
Oh my God.
leading to some evil corporation alien hijinks.
Great.
Like, we haven't fucking seen that a million goddamn times.
Well, 1,000,001.
Evil corporation, aliens from outer space, meshes with your DNA of some sort. Holy shit. Let's count all the fucking times we've seen this.
Okay, so my thoughts about Venom are, they're going to sound conflicting throughout this whole review.
Yeah.
Because I thought that Buck, in his letter, I thought it did get shit on by critics harsher than I think it deserved, but I don't think it's constructed well as a movie. There are some parts of this I thought were fun, but I don't think they work together as a whole.
It's a dumb mess.
It is a bit of a mess. Like, when I was talking to this, because Chelsea went to go see this with me.
Yeah.
We were talking on the ride back home, and she obviously asked me what I thought, and I was like, well, it starts out strong, I think. It starts out real hard right away with like a big action set piece and kind of a mystery of what's going on, and then it takes its time to set things up, but then it just races towards the end once things start happening. To the point where, as I mentioned earlier in the show, there's not a whole lot of the second act there that really connects acts 1 and 3 together. There's a lot of leaps in logic and leaps in just continuity, I think. I also think they play pretty hard and fast with the rules they've set up for these symbiotes, which I think they don't make. They didn't,
none of them
they
work?
didn't read
None of
anything
them.
they wrote pages before in the
Nah,
script.
none of them fucking work.
I did think that Tom Hardy was a lot more fun in the movie than I thought he was going to be. But I did think his shtick was getting a little old. Like, the way he was just kind of nonchalantly, neurotically talking by, 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah.
I thought...
I'll give Tom Hardy credit that this character could have been way more annoying if it wasn't someone that was as likable as him.
Yes, I agree. Michelle Williams did this for a paycheck.
Jesus Christ, did she?
Also, that whole... Well, I'll get into it in spoilers. Riz Ahmed I thought was okay. It's just what the script had him do. I thought he came off well as like just a kind of like a weird egotistical Elon Musk type character who had totally dissociated himself from like emotion. I thought that was okay. But what he ends up doing, he just goes crazy at the end for no reason. Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I thought he played it as well as he could have, but the character is pretty much every fucking evil corporate.
Yeah. Yes.
Every evil corporate boss in all, not even comic book, in all sci-fi. Like, sci-fi is becoming just a fucking template of, like, what you do now. It's not, they don't try and think of anything new anymore. It's just, evil corporation is doing something to enhance DNA because the world is dying.
Yeah. They have a line in this, like, right in the beginning, where, like, they say the next generation will be, like, the last generation on Earth or something.
Yeah, it's all like, this fucking horse shit where they're like...
you're not looking to do much right now. There's still full lanes of traffic. You're not trying to stop emissions, apparently.
Yeah, they just take this shit where it's like, what's a big thing now? World's ending, and then this thing is gonna stop the world from ending, or we're gonna do shit where, like, these life forms are gonna do shit. Like, it's almost fucking, like,
paint by
headache.
numbers.
It's headache inducing to watch this shit, 'cause it's the same fucking story over and over again. It's just now they're painting it with comic book characters so that you don't recognize that it's the same fucking story you've seen a billion times. Mm-hmm. You're just seeing Venom! Predator!
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, Predator!
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same fucking story. But Predator!
Yeah.
Venom!
Yeah. Look at my IP in this blank canvas of a movie.
Yeah. It's the same fucking story in every single one of these, and it's groan-inducing, 'cause it's the same fucking shit!
Yeah. So, another thought I had while I was trying to think of, like, things to say about this movie is that Sony has been around not as long as, like, MGM or, like, Columbia or anything like that, but they're a legit movie studio. Well, let me take legit back. They are a movie studio that has had successes. And you would think as a movie studio, your one job is to put together a fun movie to entertain audiences. Granted, in the last 10 years, that has gone to, I'm going to take this pre-existing IP and slap it on a blank movie script, so this action movie has now become a Die Hard movie or whatever.
Yeah.
And I heard, I don't know if it's true, that this script is the one that they had a while ago when they were talking about doing a Venom movie, like around Spider-Man 3 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can see that.
It does smell of an older pre-Marvel phase superhero-ish movie. But even then, like, when I went back and watched Spider-Man 3 for an upcoming review for Monday's ep, I definitely like one more than the other.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'll break that in Monday's ep.
Yeah. There you go. There's something to look forward to.
Yeah. I just man, the more I talk about it, the more I'm just going to hate on it. Because but I'm trying to, like, bring out some good parts only to play devil's advocate to you, because I know you can be more harsher on these things because you don't have, like, a real connection to them. So you can really tear them down.
Yeah.
But
I probably watch way more movies than you, too.
That's true, yeah. But I also, even though I do have a connection with the comic books, I don't think Venom by himself could carry his own movie. And I thought that even when this movie was announced, even when I heard there's no Spider-Man in it or anything. And I thought that I was kind of proven wrong at the end of this movie. He could carry his own movie, free of Spider-Man, but now that they did it without him, now I don't want Spider-Man in this at all. I don't want him associated with Spider-Man whatsoever. He can go on and do his own thing.
All right. But when we get to the end, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm just curious on what you think, where you think they can go.
Oh, I can already answer you right now. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Because what enemies is Venom gonna face?
Yeah,
More fucking symbiotes.
Yeah,
like
we can get into that once we get to the end.
When we get into spoilers, I'll ask you about it. But it's like for what they're foreshadowing for the next one. How is that movie gonna be any different from this one?
Yeah, we'll get there. So would you? I mean, we kind of went on a little bit, but would you?
No.
Okay. I would recommend you catch this on, like, Crackle, when it's on Crackle.
Yeah. If you're going to watch this, watch it for free.
Yeah.
I'll give it that there are some fun action scenes, and Tom Hardy has a few moments that made me laugh. Beyond that, this is a mess, and it's one of those messes where they don't even care. This is one of those movies that drive me insane because they literally think that you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, especially with the things that they present to you where like it's like, just accept this, you fucking moron. Where I'm like, I don't need to. This is dumb. I know I can piece together that this doesn't make any sense, but they're like, shut up. Shut up and watch him ride a motorcycle, you idiot. You fucking dum-dum. You pay for your ticket, so watch this stupid fucking movie. We got your money. Here's me fucking lighting your money on fire, you stupid piece of shit. Like, god damn it.
Man.
That's
harsh.
These are the kinds of movies that I fucking hate.
Harsh. So, this movie isn't as much of a mess as Fantastic Four. I would say that. Fantastic Four was a train wreck of a mess. And they still put that out.
But I wouldn't say it's far surpassing in how much of a mess it is.
The only part that I think is like the second act. Like this.
I thought the first act was dumb too.
The first act I think was the strongest.
Well, wait until I talk to you, Troy, because you're gonna think it's as dumb as fuck.
I might agree with you, but that won't change my opinion that the first act I think is the strongest of the three.
Okay. All right.
So why don't we get into spoilers from here?
All right.
We said check it out at home.
You don't need to watch. You don't need to watch this. Yeah, if you're curious, don't pay a fucking cent for this.
Yeah, don't give Sony any money for it. Check it out when it's streaming. Okay, spoilers. Is there anything you want to bring off right off the bat? Because I do.
What's the thing you want to bring off the bat? I'll just write off of you because I'll just find a way to hate on it.
Okay, great. The rules that they're trying to create with the symbiotes
are non-existent.
Non-existent. So, symbiotes in this movie are susceptible to flame and loud noises.
Yeah.
And they say that a few times in there to make sure you know that they're weak from it.
Yeah.
But at the end, when it's a big, huge, loud, exploding rocket going up into the sky, nobody is fucked up by it.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to jump to the end.
Also, there is a part when Riot stabs Venom and he goes, ugh!
Yeah.
And nothing was on fire or making a sound.
For a being that can change its shape,
yeah,
you would think they'd be pretty, not...
For the rules they set up, that fight at the end should just be them jerking off, because everything they're doing to each other should not hurt them in the slightest.
It's a big CGI slop fest, is what it is.
You're watching two big pieces of demonic diarrhea throw themselves at each other.
Yeah.
One just happens to make knives every once in a while and stab Venom so it can go, which should make no sense, because we've been watching it deflect bullets for the last fucking hour and a half.
And heal Eddie Brock's wounds. So, why can't it heal its own wounds?
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, Riz Ahmed doing tests on the subjects in his lab. So 3 symbiotes come to Earth, and the 4th one is off on the other side of the planet somewhere, and that's Riot.
I can't wait to talk more about that.
Let me just finish my thought here. So there's supposed to be these like powerful alien things that can like latch onto a host, but you need, I guess, compatible DNA, which is contradictory to, I think, Riot, who seems to glow.
It just goes into everybody.
Yeah, and Venom can somehow go into a dog.
Yeah, Venom goes into everybody too, only Venom doesn't kill people when he leaves them, which Riot does.
And the other symbiotes have a hard time merging with anybody, or maybe they don't and just feed off of them until they die, but that is also contradictory. Like, why would they kill? Like, they seem like it's hard to kill a symbiote, even though they kill 2 in the lab by just having them starve.
Yeah,
Quote, starve.
Well,
to
they
death?
say that they need a host to live off of.
But then how are they living on that comet that they get them from?
Yeah.
Are they feeding off the comet? Are they feeding off each other?
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. I know, because they keep them in those jars. So then it's like, so what, are they feeding off the jars?
Mm-hmm. They seem to be fine until they get on a host. Then they don't like the host, they pretty much kill it.
Yeah.
And then they just starve and
And then
die.
every time a symbiote leaves a host, the host dies, except for Venom, who leaves multiple hosts, and they're fine.
Yeah.
They're not even, like, wiped. They're just, like... There's even, like, a scene when, like, it's in Michelle Williams, and it leaves Michelle Williams, and she's like, oh.
Right.
I've seen people, like, sucked, like, to death from a symbiote leaving them.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like they're about, like, on the verge of, like, death, and then she's like, oh, boy, got a case of the chills.
Right.
The fuck?
Makes no sense. Also, it bothered me when they said that it needs compatible DNA right off the bat, because I just said, like, Riot lands on Earth on Jameson, the astronaut.
Yeah. Easter egg.
J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson's son is an astronaut.
Easter egg.
In space, Easter egg.
And then he just hops around in different bodies until he gets to America. He even inhabits a little girl.
Oh, do you want to talk about Riot now?
Sure.
When he's on that island where he's wherever, it's like Malaysia or something. I can't remember where it lands or whatever.
Some Asian country.
So yeah, so like he inhabits the astronaut, then he inhabits the ambulance
like
driver.
The EMT or
then
whatever.
he inhabits an older Asian woman.
Uh-huh.
And then 3 months pass.
Yes.
An old woman is at the airport.
Wait, is it 3 or 6?
3 months or
Okay.
6. I think it is. I'm going to say it's 3, but if it's 6, it's even dumber. That's the movie I want to see. I want to see the movie of the Asian woman possessed by Riot.
For 6 months?
What the fuck is she doing for 6 months?
Hopefully trying to walk to America.
Yeah. Like, okay, so I almost drowned. For the 6 months I've tried walking the ocean, I'm just going to walk to the airport.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this bitch doing for 6 months?
Who knows? Biting the heads off eels?
So yeah, 6 months, and then then Riot goes to an airport and possesses a little girl.
Yep.
What the fuck was he doing for 6 months?
It's a good question. That is a good question. I did for the Tom Hardy side of things, this first act, I did like I liked Act 1 the most. There are still things I could pick out which we have been doing already that I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But I like that they made a nod that he did try out in New York. It's a little Easter egg. And now he's in San Francisco trying to start over again, because even though he's a journalist and a decent one, he's kind of...
Is he a decent journalist, Troy?
Hold on, let me finish my thought. In this story, the story they've created, he's a decent journalist,
they
who
say he's
just
a
goes
decent
too far and like steps over people's necks and like burns bridges. But what I want to say is the clips that they showed of his show look unwatchable. And I don't think a guy with that accent I could watch at all because I would think he's a dummy. Also, in the day and age we live in now, if he was fired and had a big name for himself already on a network, why didn't he just make a YouTube show and get sponsorships off that and rake in all the money for himself? Instead, he's just like, well, I should try to be a dishwasher somewhere. Circling fucking things in the papers, calling friends. Start your own shit. Go off the rails and do a YouTube show.
Well, no, here's how he loses his job, which shows me that he's not a good reporter.
Okay.
So he wants to do this whole thing where he wants to expose the life group or foundation, or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
which is that another Sony movie, Life? The one that they thought was a Venom movie?
Yeah, that was. I think that is.
Is that some weird Easter egg that they're like, we'll just call it the Life Foundation because it'll be funny?
I don't know.
That's what I thought as soon as I saw it.
It would be sweet if Life was a prequel to this, because Life is actually a good movie. But, yeah, so they do this whole thing where fucking Eddie Brock wants to find shit on the Life Foundation. So, he's like looking for shit, and his girlfriend, played by Michelle Williams, just happens to be their attorneys.
Yes.
Where he steals information off of her laptop that's classified about these dead astronauts that we saw at the beginning of the film.
Right.
So he gets this information. Does he look into it? Does he try to gather enough evidence so that if he is ransacked with, where's your proof, he can actually be, it's this, and then not be discredited as a journalist? No. He takes the fucking information and says, you did this. Where's your proof? Can't say. Then you're a fucking crazy person, you're fired. And then his girlfriend gets fired because they find out some shit got leaked. And then she's like, well, I'm dumping you. And he treats all of this like it's a fucking surprise. He's a fucking idiot.
So, okay. When he wouldn't reveal his source, I know he didn't want to do it because he would get his girlfriend in trouble.
So then why would he even present the fucking information? Because that's the first thing they'd ask.
Well, yeah, I know. But he's so hell-bent on trying to out this guy because he knows he's a creep. So he wants to do anything he can, but then once he found himself, oh shit, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I don't want to get my girlfriend or now fiance, I guess, in trouble. I don't remember what they were.
I think there was a fiance.
But then it obviously, regardless if he would have said it or not, she's still going to get fired.
Yeah.
If you think about it. And then it's also odd that as soon as she does get fired, even though they seem to be vastly in love with each other, that she just immediately cuts ties with him and doesn't ask just to work things out. She's done. She's done.
Well, you fucking took advantage of her.
It's just weird though that it's so cut and dry. It's just maybe it's not the first time it's ever happened.
Maybe.
Sure, maybe I'll draw conclusions on that. It just seems to me that if you were a loving couple, fiancés even maybe, that you would not try to work something out. I don't know. Let me continue for a second.
Okay. Go ahead.
All your vitriol is getting me worked up, and now I don't want to miss a thought here. I think the whole love story in this is wasted.
It's forced.
Wasted time. Because it doesn't matter.
Because the hero needs a girl to pine over.
No.
All the time.
I know. That stinks.
Yep.
It would have been way better. They cut out that amount of time dedicated to this and do something else to give a more full story. Granted, this is just a dumb summer blockbuster. Well, fall blockbuster at this point. But if there was something a little more fulfilling and not just surface level, action-y, CGI, fighting, blah, 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 and had a little bit more of a storytelling aspect of what the first act kind of offered throughout the rest of the movie, I think it would have been a better film overall. If they gave just a little more time to something else besides this forced love story between Michelle Williams and Tom Hardy.
The love story's dumb, but just to go back to them trying to sell Eddie Brock as a good reporter, He's not. Because I when it comes to films like this, I'd rather them show than tell. And the whole movie is people saying he's a good reporter. But the only thing we've seen him do in terms of being a reporter is him sloppily steal the information from his girlfriend's computer, which is his happenstance, and then yell the facts at this guy during an interview that he knows which way it's gonna go. Like, if I fucking saw a clip of Donald Trump peeing on a woman, and I didn't have the video, and I just ran up to him and I said, "Hey, Trump, you peed on a woman," and then he was like, "No, I didn't." How could I say, yeah, you did?
Yeah.
How does that make me a good reporter? Do I get a fucking Pulitzer for this shit? No.
You're pretty wild. You got a Pulitzer for that.
The best fucking... Like, if you wanted to sell Eddie Brock as a good reporter, like, maybe do something else where it's like, you see how he goes over facts and how he is able to catch people in the act and, like, show how good he is at reporting. The one thing we have for him reporting is him dumbly yelling facts that he stole from somebody.
Well, he is trying to get a little gotcha journalism with Riz Ahmed when he is giving that little question.
Guess who got? Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock got.
I mean, obviously, he got.
And he did it in a way where he was like, what? I thought I was going to fucking get... Like, he yelled it like he was like, everyone's going to like, you solved the case! And everyone lifts him on their shoulders and they walk out of the fucking Life Foundation like, I'm a fucking hero. No! It went the exact same way I knew it was going to fucking go.
So, I don't mind so much that if their movie is just telling me he's a good reporter... I'm willing to accept. I'm like, okay, that's the facts you want to give me. Sure, I'll go along with this. What I'm seeing of what he can do is a show that I would not watch. But I'm willing to accept if they're telling me that for a shorthand. That's fine for me. That doesn't bother me so much.
It just bothers me that they're telling me one thing and I'm seeing another thing, and then they're like, but don't worry about it. You're dumb. You get it.
Oh, see, that doesn't
That's
bother
what
me.
I got from me.
So when Tom Hardy finally gets Venom, what did you think of that whole like relationship between them?
People, from what I heard online, people were like, I love the comedy dynamic of them, and they're always saying, like, the reason people don't like this is because they expect it to be serious and it's more comedic. This is not good comedy. This is the kind of comedy that you get when fucking people don't have jokes. They insert a situation that's very obscure, and then all the comedy is, hey, remember when this happened? Oh, shut up, man. I don't want to hear you talk about that. We did this. Do you remember when we did this? That's all the fucking comedy. Because I was waiting for a fucking joke or something. Like, there's a few instances in there where I did chuckle. But beyond that, most of the comedy in this is, hey, we should remember when we rode that motorcycle? Yeah. People didn't think we'd do that when we did it. And it's like, what? This isn't a joke. But it's presented like a joke. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. I liked their little back and forth. Granted, like, not everything did land when they tried to make like little quips here and there. I thought it was handled fairly well. I would listen to the Weekly Planet this morning and their Venom review, and they brought up like a fact that it was like, so Venom, once he was in Eddie, he's like, I know everything about you. I can read your mind. And then he gets like a phone call from Michelle Williams, and he's like, who's that?
Yeah, he does that all the time. Who the hell is that?
I was like, oh yeah, they kind of did do that. Like,
who the hell is that?
So can you read his mind?
Yeah, they do these weird like fucking like narration things with him where it's like it's just so dumb. Like someone just shows up, who the hell is that? Mm-hmm. Why did he need to say that?
Yeah. Also, when you bring up the motorcycle, it was a pretty fun chase scene, but I thought it was I found it every time they looked at Tom Hardy and he had Venom arms, but no other Venom on him.
Yeah.
It kind of looked really bizarre.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't know how to ride a motorcycle. Like Venom has to ride the motorcycle for him.
Yeah, Venom's at the wheel at this point in time.
Yeah, like I'll say that out of everything, I think the most fun action sequence was like the fight scene in his apartment leading to the chase on the motorcycle.
Yeah, I agree.
It's probably the best action sequence in the whole thing.
Yes, I agree.
I might even say the only good action sequence in the whole fucking thing.
There's like another fun one where like a SWAT team is trying to fight Venom in that one office. That one's okay. Where they're like launching like smoke grenades at him and he's like jumping around taking everybody out.
I vaguely remember that.
I don't remember a lot of specifics on it, but like I'm trying to just recount more of them. There's that, and then the last Slop Fest that I'm not a huge fan of. Did you see or realize that from the trailers, which caught like a lot of internet attention, that Jenny Slate says symbiote, like how Chelsea does like Miss Cleo.
Crazy old Spider-Man can got him the symbiote.
And then they redubbed it in the movie to say symbiote.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I laughed, and Chelsea had no idea why I was laughing when we were watching it. Like, they dubbed it, those fuckers. They caught him. They got him. They got him. I was also bummed that Jenny Slate died in this, too.
She was a pretty much no character in this.
Yeah, I know, but, like,
I like Jenny Slate, but this is as much a paycheck for her as it was for fucking Michelle Williams.
Yeah, but Michelle Williams has had, like, a run of good things. Like, Jenny Slate has, like, done a lot of
So you're
voice
saying
work.
Jenny Slate staying in Venom would be a run of good things?
No, what I'm saying is, like, it's a good... Like, it's a big movie to get, like, her name out there to, like, go on to do, like, a lot of cool, like, more work.
Yeah.
Like,
she's voice acting like a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that. And she was in, I think she was in, like, a movie with Chris Evans about that, like, gifted kid.
Yeah. I think it's called Gifted.
Is it Gifted?
No, maybe. I don't know.
You might be right. I think I'm getting that confused with the X-Men show, though, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, she's on to, like, a lot of good things now. And just, like, growing up with her, like, listening to a lot of her, like, her on, like, Comedy Bang Bang and stuff like that, it's fun to, like, now see her out and, like, being big.
She doesn't need Venom. She's fine.
I know. Okay. Oh, we're in agreement.
The faster she's out of this, the better.
What else, JT? What else do you have?
Let me see what
I've been scratching off the notes as we've been going through them. So, Act 2 is pretty choppy. Like, Tom Hardy said in an interview that his favorite 40 minutes were cut of this. And then, because that interview was kind of, like, fun and, like, a bit of in jest or whatever.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, like, there was a lot of it shot and had to be cut. A lot of it was shot, I know, to be probably rated R.
Yeah.
And because they cut it back to a PG-13,
there's a lot of shit where, like, you can see, like, they cut right before something happens.
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
That was another one of the things I'm like, fuck!
Yeah.
Because the whole time this was coming out, up until a month before it did, was like, this is going to be rated R.
Yep.
It's going to be Venom, it's going to be... You're going to see him bite faces off and everything. You don't. There's no blood in this movie.
No. Even when he breaks his leg and shit, there's no blood.
Yeah. It was like the people are getting stabbed and all this shit.
Yeah.
And like, no blood.
Yeah.
It stinks. But especially when Riot has blades for hands at one point.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Act 2. I'm assuming that's where the 40 minutes were cut out of like, Tom Hardy's favorite part, because he brought it up again later in like another interview where it seemed like a little more serious.
Yeah.
And I want to know what that even could have been.
Yeah, because a lot of like the second act in this was just kind of the Venom Eddie Brock comedy hour where they just go into situations and then Venom's like, let's do this, and then Eddie Brock's like, no, don't do that. Oh, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm control of you. We can do what we want. Yeah, I'm Venom.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that, Venom. I'm gonna do it anyways. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but then it quickly jumps to like they're kind of like best buds.
Yeah.
And it's a little bizarre.
This movie tries way too hard to try to make both characters sympathetic, where they could like try and like instead of trying to do it in more of a like in more of a way that's natural, they try so hard to make them in situations where it's like, don't you feel sympathetic for them? Like even like Eddie Brock, they do some shit with him where it's like he's giving $20 to a homeless woman
Yeah.
And like doing all this shit where he's like everyone loves him, like, oh Eddie, what's up, man? Where it's like he doesn't have to be likable. You can start out with him being the biggest piece of shit ever, and then him getting
Learning
exposed
a
to
life lesson or
Venom.
something.
Yeah, with him being exposed to Venom, it makes him kind of like soften his edges a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he starts out being the greatest guy, it's like, where do you fucking go from there? And then with Venom being like, on my planet I'm a loser, where
Yeah,
it's like,
I thought that was fucking
so what
weird.
the fuck is... That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, especially with like the lore of what Venom is in like before this, where he's just this ruthless like parasite that like feeds off your anger, and now he's being like, I'm a loser, Eddie, no one likes me on my planet. Like, oh, boo fucking who? You're fucking killing him.
Yeah.
You're killing him from the inside out.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that. I actually don't like that the whole symbiote thing is like a race of aliens. They just made that up like 1 or 2 years ago, and I'm not a huge fan of that idea. I like that this Venom thing was like an anomaly, and that now that it got to Earth via Spider-Man, it was like a good kind of breeding ground, and it like reproduced like asexually and butted off to these other symbiotes. I like that. But then just this last few years, they like, no, he's from this planet of blah 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 whatsoever, where they're just symbiotes aplenty, and I'm like,
it's just a planet full of black jizz.
yeah, and I'm like, I hate when that does that, because then it's not special.
Yeah,
You know, it's like when they have like a million different Spider-Men or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that like I'm gonna diss on the Spider-Verse movie that's coming out
Also-
or anything like that, but it's like if everyone can just have these spider powers, then like you're not special at all.
yeah.
You're a run of the mill.
Also, so these are alien creatures from might be even galaxies away
Sure.
that came down on a comet.
Yeah.
The two that we are exposed to, they're given names on the planet that they're from
Oh, yeah.
are Venom
Yep.
and Riot.
Right.
Those are their given names.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Also,
What the fuck?
that's stupid. Also, I thought that it was weird when Riot encapsulated some person's body that they're pretty much zombified and walked around like aimlessly.
Yeah.
But like when Venom gets an Eddie Brock, he's like this charming, like half charming, witty, like cracking jokes and all that
I didn't
kind
get
of shit.
that. I thought he was.
Well, like, I mean, it's
the
complete...
Venom inside of him. Okay.
Yeah.
Like when he was inside Eddie, like Eddie looked like he was about ready to fucking die.
Yeah.
He was like this weird, sweaty, pale mess.
Right, but you still had like Venom talking in his head and like
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh shit, I'm like fucking eating lobsters in this tank or whatever. And then like fucking this old lady is walking 6 months around the earth just like as a
walking around her
zombie.
walking around her country for 6 months, but until she realized I should probably go to the airport.
It's weird.
Yeah.
How
do I go to San Francisco? I'm just gonna walk for 6 months.
Oh man. And then when Act 3 finally comes into play, it's just a big CGI fuckfest. It's like Chelsea actually put it pretty well. It's like watching the Transformers movies fight each other when you can't tell what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, and fucking Riot has like all these blades that come out of him and shit. Where you're like, no.
Which, if you don't know by now, Carnage is like the exact same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So then what's the difference between this movie and what's going to be Venom 2?
I know. So, you want to get into the mid-credit scene?
Might as well. I have nothing else really to say about this movie.
Okay. So, like...
Or no, before we go on more, the fucking makeout session between Eddie Brock and Venom.
Yeah.
With Venom titties.
Yeah, She-Venom. I know. I can't remember who said it, but they were like, You know what would have been better if that dog followed him there and the
No
venom
shit.
got sucked out of the dog and back into Eddie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. And then,
Instead, like, it doesn't make any sense that Michelle Williams and the guy from Veep are fucking outside of this doctor's office, which don't, like...
totally for guys from Veep.
Like, they trap the Venom in this just waiting room. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like sterile room or anything.
Yeah.
It's just got sliding doors, which you think you could slide right under the door if it wanted to.
Yeah.
Or pry the doors open. But instead it finds, like, a vent to get out.
Yeah. And, like, there's so many different things that you can think of that lets off, like, a loud enough tone to, like, fuck with Venom. But it was just like, hey, what's the thing that could probably, like, really fuck with, that lets off, like, a lot of sound? An MRI? Alright. We'll just do that for every fucking time. Every time we want to do something that fucks with Venom, he has to be near an MRI machine.
There's an airplane once.
Sure, but fucking hell. They go back to that hospital, to that same fucking MRI maybe like 3 times.
Yeah.
And every time it's like, oh no, it's going off. I wonder what's going to fucking happen. Venom's going nuts inside him. Jesus.
So she was completely against this scary symbiotic creature. And it was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that? And then automatically he's like, I should probably wear that and bring it to Eddie. It's like, where is the leap in logic here?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Also, it's an alien gross slime thing. I don't want that. I'm scared of mice. Why the fuck do I want a gross alien
Yeah.
slime creature anywhere near me?
I can't even freaking like get the nerve to do the nose Frida to my daughter. No, you suck the snot out of her nose. It's disgusting. And there's no way I'd touch an alien goo monster. Forget it. So, bringing up the airplane thing, they climb up to that top of that tallest building or whatever, as Venom and Eddie do. And then that airplane flies over, and it's like, the sound, holy fuck, it's so loud, bye! And then Eddie Brock slides down the building until Venom catches him again.
Yeah.
But when Riot and Venom are by that rocket gonna launch into space,
Oh yeah, they are
nothing
fine.
is happening.
Yep. Yeah.
There are flames shooting out of the rockets.
Yeah.
That rocket has to be loud as fuck.
Yeah, people wear headphones near rockets.
And they are fine until Venom breaches the hull to shoot fire inside the rocket to cook that thing alive. And then Venom kind of jumps off into the river. And while he's kind of burning up, and it's like, oh, is he going to live? Of course he's going to fucking live.
Yeah, they gotta make a fucking sequel to this horse shit.
And then they go off into the end credit, or like the mid-credit
Oh,
sequence.
wait, even before that. Okay, now I'm thinking of shit.
Okay.
So, the end of this is one of the things that always drives me insane about, like, any kind of, like, vigilante superhero films. Like, they set the precedent where, hey, we're only going to kill bad guys.
Right.
If you're going to kill people, you gotta only kill bad guys. And
Right.
I'm going to tell you who the bad guy is.
Yep.
That is such a fucking dangerous mindset to introduce in anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like, so who are you to fucking decide who's bad enough to die?
Right.
Even like when they're in that shop, and then the guy holds up that shopkeeper again that we saw like in the middle, like in the beginning, and then he's like, "This is a bad guy," and then they fucking eat him alive.
Right.
Where
Which they
it's like-
show in the trailer, the last shot of the movie.
Yeah. Which, okay, what if that guy is being forced to hold this woman? You never see him kill anybody.
Right.
He just walks into the shop and holds a gun to this shopkeeper and says, "This guy needs his money."
Right.
So, what if he's just a guy that's like, "We don't need you to kill anyone. Just go and scare this woman for us." But he's like, "But I don't. Look, I just don't want to." And then it's like, either do it or we kill you.
Right.
So then he goes and does, like,
You're speaking
There's
in some
so
pretty
much-
big what ifs
there's
here.
so much gray area to who's bad and good. And Eddie Brock's just like, "You're only going to kill bad people. I'm going to show you who the bad people are, and then you murder them.
And then you eat them.
Yeah.
Which
So
somehow-
Eddie Brock is a good guy with a venom, where he can go into a situation and then be like, oh, he's bad, I'm good. You know, I'm the good guy, you know, that stole information from my girlfriend and did all this terrible shit, but I'm a good guy.
Right.
This guy holding up a woman is a bad guy. He has no past. I just see this. He's bad, I'm good.
Right.
That is so stupid. And it sets it up for a way where you can just justify, like, well, he's bad. I killed him because he's bad. You don't know anything about this fucking guy.
But he eats him alive.
And he eats him alive.
And I don't know where the guy went. He's like instantly...
Yeah, is he inside Tom Hardy then?
I would hate to see Tom Hardy's poops. Can you imagine him trying to shit out like a whole boot?
Yeah.
It's
I know.
But yeah,
people treat shit like that so where it's like Michelle Williams, like, I just bit off a guy's head. That was weird. Like, you should be
yeah, you should be freaked the fuck
you should
out.
be fucking terrified. Like, where did that head go? Is it inside me?
That is another thing I wanted to bring up too, because there's a lot of points in this where I'm like, people should be freaking the fuck out way more.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I gotta say about it. But it's weird that like the last two Spider-Man centric movies that Sony has made, they've put the last shot of the movie in the trailer.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, they have that swing around shot with a manhole cover smashing Rhino in the face in the trailer.
Yep.
That's that last shot of the movie. And the last shot of the movie in this.
Night, Mrs. Ching.
Yeah. Oh, I got a parasite.
Got a parasite.
That's the last word of the movie.
Yeah, that's the last
Unless
line
you count
of the
the
movie.
mid-credit sequence, which we should talk about right now.
Yeah.
So Woody Harrelson was known to be in this movie, shot a few scenes, and it was no secret to anyone that he was going to be Cletus Cassidy, obviously. Like, even they were trying to play coy and like, oh, no, he's not. Yeah, he fucking is.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. He's going to be the murderer.
And
He's
they
gonna
also,
be Carnage.
they also fucking, the way they present this is so fucking forced. He's like, I'm going to go interview this serial killer. Don't kill him, though.
I want to eat him, Eddie.
No, don't do it, man. Don't
No,
do
you
it.
can't do it.
You
No,
can't fucking
I
kill him
gotta
because I'm
ask
going to
him a
this.
few
I'm going to ask him some questions because I'm a reporter.
Yeah. As soon as this started,
Then
and
you
they were
walked
driving
in
to
and-
a prison, I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't know what the mid-credit sequence was.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot by this point Woody Harrelson was supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
But then when he was driving to the prison, I'm like, oh yeah, Woody Harrelson's in this movie. I forgot.
And then he's there dressed as little orphan Annie.
I was going to say Ronald McDonald. but-
Motherfucker, yeah, like Gilda fucking Radner from Saturday Night Live, sitting in this fucking jail cell.
Somebody else also said Sideshow Bob, which is all of these are accurate. So
I just want to see him exit jail and he steps on a rake.
But yeah, even for him to be like, when I get out, there will be carnage. Like, boo.
Yeah. Oh, so you already called that the name of your symbiote's gonna be Carnage? Because they have names that are stupid that we've already learned.
Yeah.
My God. And then,
Bad.
so now that he's gonna be Carnage and we've already seen Riot do every fucking thing that Carnage does, how is that movie gonna be any different from this first one?
I don't know.
Who gives a shit?
I have no interest in seeing a second one.
It's
gonna be more of the same.
Every fucking
Probably
villain,
worse.
every fucking villain Venom is ever going to have is just going to be another fucking symbiote.
Yeah.
So then it's like, why should you even fucking care?
Yeah.
You're going to be watching him fight himself for, what, 5 movies or some bullshit,
It won't
probably.
get to 5 movies. It'll probably get the 2, and then they won't do any more.
Fuck me.
No, you know what? A lot of people are probably going to go see Carnage. I guarantee it. And
There's nothing different.
I know. I am not a fan of Carnage. I think he's a one-note character. There's nothing good about him. At least in the books, they've given like some depth to Venom, where like he has been on Eddie Brock. He's been on the Lizard, Matt Gargan, which he has a totally different mindset there.
Yeah.
Like he's been on Flash Thompson, which is a really cool run.
Yeah.
Because Flash Thompson like goes to, I think, Iraq after high school, enlists in the army, and loses both of his legs.
Yeah.
And so he uses the Venom symbiote to like regrow his legs and become Agent Venom, and he has to like only use it for a certain amount of time before the symbiote like attaches to his brain.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really cool run.
Yeah, that's neat.
But they'll never do that in this.
No, they'll never.
It's too deep of an
Venom's
idea.
so fun.
Yeah. So anyway, I just want you to say your grade so bad because I already think I know what it's gonna be.
But wait, did you see the end credit scene?
I did. Yeah. The post credits. It's not even connected to Venom.
Not even
at
connected
all.
in the slightest.
Yeah. It's just like a 5-minute snippet of the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. Real fun.
Yeah, they even do like a fucking whole Weekend at Bernie's thing with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
It's just, it looks like a fucking fun.
Yeah.
And I heard, I didn't know this. Lord and Miller are making it.
Oh, I guess I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Good.
that explains why it looks good.
Right. Yeah, so I'm super stoked for
Yeah,
that.
very pumped for, yeah. If you want any semblance of entertainment out of this, wait for the end credit scene.
Or find it on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll be on YouTube in no time, but my God, it looked so good, and it looks so fun.
Yeah. It's so weird that Sony can do both of these movies.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on
Yeah,
over
and
there?
fuck them for being like, meanwhile, in another universe, I was like, yeah,
Shut
because
the
this is
front
fucking
door.
connected to that. Bullshit, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, why don't we just throw our grades out there and get on to something else?
This, just because there's a decent action scene, and the fact that I didn't absolutely hate Tom Hardy, this is probably like the D- of D- that can get as close as you can get to an F without making it an F. Because it is, it insults your intelligence. It's fucking awful. And like the only thing that redeems it in any way is that like some of the action is shot kind of well, and maybe even for just one scene even. And Tom Hardy being mildly charming as Eddie Brock. Other than that, this is garbage.
I'm gonna grade it 1 letter grade above you. I'm gonna give it a C-. I enjoyed a few parts in it. I thought Act 1 was okay. The way they set it up, I'd like to see the storytelling they did in Act 1. I would like to see carried out through the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Even though there was problems with it, I thought the best of it was Act 1. So for that, I'm just going to give it a C-. Yeah, there you go. I was talking to GHD about this.
Yeah.
Because he went to go see it with his son.
Yeah.
And he's like, I had fun going to see Venom because it's a movie where I can take my kid to, get up to go to the bathroom 3 times during the movie, and not really care what's going on.
Okay.
It's a perfect movie for that.
That I will give him that.
And I'm like, I completely
that's
agree with you.
That's probably the best review we've heard all night.
Yeah. And so like he likes going to those movies. Like he saw Rampage with his son.
Yeah.
Like all those kind of movies.
I liked Rampage actually.
Well, he's like those kind of movies where you can get up, go to the bathroom, come back, and you haven't
Yeah.
missed anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's that kind of a thing.
No, go see Rampage over this. I liked Rampage a lot more than this.
So there you have it. We got a very low D- and a C- for
Yeah.
Venom.
It is not good.
Well,
Not
besides that, I'm trying to go over my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. What else have you been into this week, JT?
Well, me and Molly also saw the other big movie that came out this week, A Star Is Born.
Yeah?
It is really fucking good.
I heard it's really good.
It is highly suggest. Don't even like look in Venom's direction. Go see A Star Is Born.
Okay.
Because it is fantastic.
Great.
The music is borderline addicting.
Okay.
I've been like listening to the music ever since we got out of it.
Okay.
And Bradley Cooper is amazing. Lady Gaga is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's shot really well. And if you thought Coco made you cry at the end,
Oh,
my
boy.
God.
Coco really gets me.
watch the end of this because they end it.
All right.
They end like the way that Diego sings "Remember Me" at the end of Coco. Lady Gaga sings a song at the end of this that means something. Where you're just like, God damn it! Like it just.
Listen, first of all, it's Miguel.
Oh,
okay?
Miguel. Okay.
That
Miguel.
sings at the end of
Okay,
Coco.
Miguel, my
Okay.
bad. Okay, yeah. So,
Jesus.
Miguel. So, like, I want to, like, listen to the song at the end of A Star Is Born and Remember Me back to back and see if I just become an absolute mess.
Okay.
Because, holy shit. The end of this is, like, I don't even know if I could, like, try and, like, clue you into, like, what it is, because you're even like just like subtly hinting, you'll be like, okay, I think I know what it is, and you won't know what it is.
All right.
Because it is such a thing where you're just like, holy shit. And then you just become depressed. And then they end it with like a song where you're just like,
Well, fuck me.
fuck me.
All right.
I'm a mess. But A Star Is Born, highly suggest you check it out.
Cool. All right.
And I also saw Ocean's 8.
Oh, how was that?
It was really fun.
I heard
I had
it was
a good
fun.
time. I had a good time with it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen like Ocean's 11 and everything, so I can't really say if it's better than them.
Lives up
But
to 'em, yeah.
with this, I had fun with it. It was a fun time.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah, everyone plays their part and everyone's good in it.
Perfect.
I liked it
That's what you
quite
need.
a bit. Check it out.
All right.
And last thing, me and Molly are just 2 episodes away from finishing the 2nd season of Big Mouth.
Okay.
I fucking love Big Mouth so much.
Yeah, I started the first season and I liked it a lot, but like Chelsea just can't get into it.
It's so fucking
She has
good.
a hard time with watching animation. That's why I like fell off of like BoJack Horseman and stuff
Yeah.
too. She said BoJack kind of makes me depressed.
Yeah, I've heard BoJack Horseman. It gets real deep in like the later seasons.
Yeah, but I still like it a lot. Anyway,
Yeah.
go on.
But Big Mouth is like, I think Big Mouth, I'm gonna, if I ever have kids, I'm gonna like save Big Mouth and like show it to either my son or my daughter when they hit like about 11.
okay,
Like even as crass as it is, it reveals so many things I wish I knew about about like human development like at that age.
Mm-hmm.
And it does it in such a way where it's like it's stupid, but it makes so much sense.
okay,
Like they introduce a new character called the Shame Wizard in this one.
okay.
Where every time you do something where you're just like you're second guessing yourself, it just like shows up and it just tells you about how stupid and pathetic you are.
Okay.
And it everyone knows who the Shame Wizard is, so you're just like, fuck, like I'm not the only one that feels this way about things. It's just so fucking good. Like
Alright.
it does it in such like an animated way, and it doesn't take itself seriously in the slightest, but it presents things in such a way where you're just like, fuck, that makes so much sense for like the real world.
All right. Whenever your future kid's gonna be 11, I'll go back and ask you. So you watching Big Mouth?
I will, man. That shit.
We'll see.
I mean, it's
We
dude,
will
it's
see.
crass, but it makes so much sense.
Oh, I get it. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. I'll totally forget. I mean, that could be years down the line. At least 11.
Yeah, at least 11.
Anything else?
That is it.
Well, Chelsea, as I brought up to you before we started recording, has been horny for Hulu lately. She's actually been going on and watching the shows that we did for the test pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Checking out the few episodes after
Yep.
those.
What's her consensus so far?
She's been into the comedies.
Yeah.
She didn't watch any more. I think she watched the next one of Manifest. I have no idea what she thinks of that. And then she didn't watch any of New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
But she watched the next 2 episodes of I Hate Me, or what was it called?
Oh, what the
I have it
fuck is
written
it?
down, probably. I Feel Bad.
I feel bad. I hate me.
Shit. So she's watched a few of those. They actually, I caught the last one that they did. They dropped one of the video game guys.
Really?
Because there was 4 originally, right?
I think so.
They dropped one of them. So it's just like the British guy with the beard, the guy from Zorn, and then the fat black guy. There was like that other guy that now is just no longer there.
That's funny.
I think she's kept up with Single Parents and Rel.
I watched the second episode of Rel.
Yeah.
I don't know. It gets kind of preachy. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but it was just like, okay.
Trying to give you a lesson?
Yeah.
Too? Okay. I don't know how about that. But anyway, because of that, it autoplays once it gets done with new episodes into Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of watching like early episodes of Parks and Rec lately. Yeah. Even some with like Brandanowitz still in.
I think Brandanowitz was like an underrated character.
Me too.
I liked him a lot.
Everybody shits on him, but I think he was pretty good.
He was like a really good straight man. Like
exactly.
My favorite episode with him was the one where he has to inspect Ron's workshop.
Yeah,
that's and really he's just good. Like, why do you have all these oily rags next to an open flame?
Yeah, I really like those too. Like I enjoyed him a lot, and apparently he left the show on his own volition.
Yeah,
because he didn't like the direction his character was going to go or whatever, so he left, which is too bad. But some of I haven't seen the early episodes in a long time, and I've missed a few things because once Adam Scott and Chris Traeger, what's his real name?
Rob
Lowe come into the show.
Yeah, it takes a completely different dynamic.
It does, and then people kind of are in that same slot for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the first few seasons, they kind of jump around trying to find their footing a little bit, which I think is fun.
Yeah. But I think I like Parks and I've said it before. I like Parks and Rec a lot more than The Office, and I think that they stay true to like their characters and actually make them like even though they become caricatures once Adam Scott and Rob Lowe come in. They stay true to those characters, and they really play off each other really well.
Yeah, I would say they jump to being goofier faster than the Office characters do.
Yeah,
and it's okay because the whole premise is more of like a goofier, cartoonier.
Oh yeah, like the town of Pawnee itself is pretty much a cartoon.
Yeah, so it's easier to jump into like the absurdity of those characters rather than like in their Office's 5th season they do something like really off the wall goofy and it's like that doesn't seem like it fits.
Yeah,
so I like that aspect of Parks and Rec. Also I rewatched Deadpool 2.
Okay,
because Chelsea's never seen it.
Oh
so we
yeah,
watched
that's
it
right
together.
What'd she think of it?
She liked it.
Okay.
And I ended up liking it just the same as when I saw it before. Like,
okay.
I think it's on par with the first Deadpool.
Okay. I think I still like the first Deadpool more, but I have to go back and rewatch Deadpool 2 to try and...
Yeah. I think it's fun. It adds a little bit more to the whole canon of Deadpool, but I think it needed it to make it like a little more refreshing. I like, and even the fact that like they have this whole... Well, I guess spoilers for Deadpool 2 if you're still listening. Like, they do this whole, open casting call for X-Force. Yeah. And then they're all dead.
And then they just murder them off.
Like, it's cool.
Even in the trailer, like, they actually showed action scenes with them to just, like, kind of pull you, like, to kind of throw you off. Yeah. I love that shit so much.
Yeah. So that was fun. I like that rewatch. And I've just been reading a lot of Batman as of late.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. To the point where I was watching our Monday's review at the same time as reading some more Batman stuff because I need to get this done by Saturday. Oh boy. So that's it. That's all I've been into, JT.
Well, bless it.
Bless your heart. Well, if people want to get in touch with you on the internets about what they thought of Venom, where could they do that, Joel?
Well, they can find me at Bucky for everyone on Twitter, also Bucky for everyone on Instagram, and hey, why not Bucky for everyone on Snapchat, Troy?
You can find me at Troy to the Max. You can find us both at Review Pod on the Twitters. We are also uploading all of our stuff onto Facebook, all of our stuff up onto YouTube. And if you are listening to the show now, you're doing something right, but we are hosted on reviewreviewpod.podbean.com. We can also find us on Stitcher and Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. And if you are an Apple user, you could do a little favor for us and rate and review us there. If you like the show, that helps other people find the show. And if you got something long form to say, please do so at reviewreviewpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
On the Twitters, our DMs are open. So hit us
Slide
up.
in.
Slide into those DMs, you pervs. But that's the show, and that was Venom.
That was Venom.
Boy, howdy.
Jesus, we survived at least.
We did. So to coincide with Venom, dropping today, as you're listening,
Yeah.
our Monday review is going to be the first appearance theatrical
appearance
of Venom from Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
So check us out the beginning of next week.
Yeah.
Monday.
Free on Netflix if you have Netflix.
It is free on Netflix.
You can watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Save yourself the money. And watch it for free on Netflix.
So you can refresh yourself over the weekend and check out what we thought of Spider-Man 3, because we have yet to ever review this. It came out before we started the show.
We have not reviewed any of the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans yet.
Oh, that's very true. Maybe we'll go back and do one.
Yeah, we can hit one. Yeah, we can hit one for Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Maybe the new Tom Holland one, because the end of the year, Spider-Verse is coming out. There's a lot coming out at the end of the year.
That's true.
But maybe we'll
we'll figure it out.
We'll listen to us live producing on air.
We'll figure it out.
So check that out. You can vote for our tournament random movies on Twitter as well.
Right. Silent movie versus White Men Can't Jump.
So put in your votes for that. You'll be able to probably find the retweets from both of us there. But that's it.
Yeah, and for our movie next week, we will be doing the original 1978 Halloween.
Can't wait. I've seen this once in its entirety, and it terrified the shit out of me. I saw it very young.
It is good. Some good stuff.
All right. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get into some spooky things.
Yeah, get ready for Mike Myers in a station wagon.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to talk about that. But that's it. That's the show. So join us Monday when we're going over a little bit more Venom stuff, and then getting to some spooky stuff on Thursday.
Getting spooky with October.
But until then, I've been Troy to the Max Extreme.
I am JD3K.
And we are off.